I had to go get a different tripod to use because I'm at my mom's house. I'm not at home, as you can see by the background here. But yeah, so let's get into it. So I think we have 4 or 5 palettes to talk about. I know we have the we have 2 Glaminatrix palettes. We have the Blend Bunny one from Jordan Liberty. We have the Inslee Rain one, and then we have the Cryptine one. So we'll start off with the Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty palette. So I picked these two to choose from because I feel like they give a similar effect. The only thing is I feel like that was all shimmer from what I remember. Or maybe I just saw the face palette. The one that's in the thumbnail is the one I'm referring to. But I think there's like 2 or 3 as far as I know. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, I picked Tropical to start off with because I feel like it gave the same color selection that one gives. It gives like a little yellow, a little bit purple, a little bit of this tone with it. So I thought this might be a good one to choose from for the palette. So, you know, I thought this was cute. I thought this would be a nice one. Then we have the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Rich Romance. Sorry, Rich Romantic. But this is what it looks like. So I feel like the first one has more of the colors that we need as opposed to this one. The only thing is they're matte and shimmer, and I feel like that one's like all shimmer. But like I said, I'm confused if that's supposed to be a face and like body palette, or if it's just supposed to be like a face and eye palette, or if it's just supposed to be a face palette. Anyway, these are the 2 we have to choose from. I feel like this one's gonna be a little bit better just with the colors that they have, but I don't know. You can let me know which one you think. Hey Sarah, so we're trying to decide between the Blend Bunny X Jordan Liberty collection, and I said either this Rich Romantic from Matrix or the Tropical palette from Beauty Bay. So I think the Tropical palette from Beauty Bay would be better based upon, and I'm basing this on the one that's in the thumbnail because I'm not sure if there's like a separate one just for eyes. I'm still kind of confused about the collection, but I think they revealed all of it, so I think this one would be best for us. The only thing is I feel like that palette is all shimmer, so it's like I'd have mattes and shimmers with this one. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel like that because I'm like, okay, Tropical, yeah, that's what I thought. Because I'm like, I'm still confused about that collection somewhat, and I feel like that's one of the ones that I want to talk to you all about because I was like, I'm not sure which one is supposed to be like face and body, and then which one is just supposed to be for eyes. I don't know, but we're going with this one. Okay. Then the next one I want to do the Glaminatrix one. What is it? I forgot what the name of it was, but I picked these 2 palettes to choose from. So we have the Sumerian Sunset from Adept Cosmetics. Y'all know I love Adept. We just did the swatch video yesterday with them. So it's what the inside of this palette looks like. I feel like it gives some of the vibes of it, but I feel like Adept took a more cool tone approach than a warm tone approach. And I don't know if that necessarily mattes in here will go with the mattes in there. So I feel like this one would be more of matching the shimmers and that, not necessarily the mattes because the mattes are kind of warm. Which is why I went ahead and pulled the Hudson Valley from Nomad as well. Because I was like, I feel like with this one, you get cool tone and warm tone mattes. But I feel like the shimmers aren't as up to par. So it depends on if you want to see more of like the shimmer effect with the look I do. Or if you want to see more of like the mattes with it. So let me know. Do you all want more shimmers or more mattes? Because we all know Adept definitely has less mattes. Okay, Janet says Hudson Valley. Do you say Hudson Valley, Sarah? Or do you think Adept? Let me know. Because so far, Janet is saying Hudson Valley, which I agree because I feel like I said, this one has more mattes to it. And since that one does have a little bit more warmth going on, I feel like this one will be a lot better. But you can, Sarah, you can tell me if you want Hudson Valley or if you want this one, the Sumerian Sunset by Adept, and you all can tell me. You with Janet? Okay, works for me. You can use code Dion on Nomad's website. Hello, Dan, if you're interested in purchasing. Okay, so next I will get into the other Glaminatrix palette and just get it out the way. So you all remember they just came out. Thank you. You all know they just came out with the Timeless. I forgot exactly what it's called. Timeless something. And the first palette I thought of was the Christmas Eve palette from Ulta because I feel like it has a similar kind of coloring to it. You know, it has like that cool tone effect with some neutrals, and then it has like a lot of blue to it. So I thought this would be a really good one for us to go to. But I did pull 2 other ones. Shout out to Nina, even though she's not here right now. She helped me think of the Beauty Bay Book of Magic because I was trying to figure out what we could do with this, especially because I feel like it's like a cool tone with a little bit of neutral and then more palish type blue colors. So she put this one in her Instagram post when she did her mock-ups. If you don't follow Nina on Instagram, you should. I think it's P underscore Nina underscore 01. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, but I picked this one as well. The only thing is I don't feel like this one has as many neutrals as that one has, and it has the purples, of course, which we know that palette's mainly blue, so we wouldn't be able to include like these 4 shades right here. But otherwise, I feel like it could possibly be a good contender. And then lastly, this one was just a shot in the dark. It was a blue palette I had that I felt like had neutrals in it that I thought you all might enjoy. So this is the Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmand Girls, the Silent Night palette. And this is what she looks like. I feel like this one or the Ulta one is more true to that palette just because of the fact that it has lots of cool tone neutrals in it, but it still has some pops of blue. So I'm leaning toward this one or the Ulta Merry Christmas. That way I know I don't have to delete like any colors pretty much. Silent Night, yeah, I think Silent Night too, Sarah, just because not Sarah, Janet. I think Silent Night too, though, because like I said, it has a lot of those neutral tones and it still gives like the blues that you have. Now I don't remember there being any yellow in here, but I feel like there's still a good majority of neutrals and blues, and I feel like that's what this palette shows us. Okay, so far so good. We got this one. Now let's get into the one from Cryptine Cosmetics. So I pulled 3 palettes for it, and then I put 2 palettes for Ulta. So the first palette I thought of for that palette was the Twisted Tea Party from Inslee Rain. You can use Dion Loves 10 to purchase anything from Inslee Rain if you need to. Y'all know the bestie has a code with them, but I just thought of this palette automatically because, see, it has the purples, it has the blues, and then it has a little bit of yellow as opposed to orange, so we'd have to use this yellow to play up the orange in the palette, but otherwise I feel like it would be pretty much the same. Oh, I did not know that. Thank you. And happy Sunday to you, sir, Ron. But yeah, so I feel like this one might be a good one just because it has a good majority of the colors, which is the blues and the like brighter tones. Plus I know that Inslee Rain has a gorgeous shimmer formula, so I feel like this could be a good one to choose from. I did pull some other ones though. I just feel like that's the one that's most on base for this look in particular. Then I pulled the Gloomy Garden. I know we have used this recently though, so I don't know if you necessarily want to use it again, but you know, I figured I'd go ahead and show it because it does have some similar tones. Like it has more of the orange that we would need and the blue, but I feel like it doesn't have much of anything else. It has a little bit of purple, so I feel like the 2 outer rows we would have to count out because it doesn't have tones like that, and I don't feel like these tones match that exactly. Like I feel like that blue is a little bit more of like a blue sea blue, and this blue is more of like turquoise type blue. But like I said, I always pull like a variety of different things that I can think of in my collection automatically. And then this last one, I feel like it's a little off base because it doesn't have the orange in it at all, but it does have the other primary colors in it, and this is the Beauty Bay Age of Opulence. So as you can see, it does have a little bit of neutral, but it has like a lot of blues to choose from. It has a little bit of purple, but it doesn't have any of like the kind of summer-esque colors that the other palettes I had showed you in order to like fill that need. So if you want to just focus on the blues, I feel like this would be a good one. Okay, Janet says the Twisted Tea Party. You say, yeah, Inslee Rain. Okay, so everybody's with the Twisted Tea Party. I thought this would be the best one too. Just like I said, it has a majority of everything. We'll just have to substitute this like yellowish shade. And I feel like it's giving yellow orange, not necessarily yellow. Hey, Baddie Brooklyn. But yeah, okay, so this one sounds good. Okay, y'all, we're down to the last palette. And this is duping out the Inslee Rain. What is it? Whispers. I think it's Whispers Garden. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, the first one I had, of course, you all know, was the Harvest Moon palette. Because I'm like, it's just the Harvest Moon palette with pops of color that they added to it. Hi, Lizzie. But yeah, this, to me, it's just this palette. And they just added some bright colors of mattes. Because this one, when you look at it straightforward, is that bright green. But the bright green in the new one is matte as opposed to it being shimmer. And they don't have as many deep tone mattes in there. So they just switched it up and added some brightness to the Harvest Moon palette. So that's why this was my first thought to look at. And if I still have that palette that I had bought for my friend, it was either Flutter or one of them. It was one of those 2 fairy ones I told you all I bought for my friend, even though I don't personally buy from the brand anymore, but she wanted them for Christmas, so I bought them. So it would, I feel like if I paired one of her palettes with this, you could get like the exact same palette, especially since she has it now where you can take the shades out. So I could take the shades out, remake it into what that palette looks like by already having this palette, and then do a look. So we could do it that way, especially for the people who already have both palettes from them, but are still like mesmerized by that palette. Then I grabbed the Haunted palette from Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmand Girls because I felt like it gave a really similar look as well. So as you can see, it has some of those similar shades too. It has like the bright greens and some of those other mattes and shimmers that I feel like the palette gave. So it's up to you all which one you want to pick. I personally think like the Inslee Rain one would be good for people who already have it. And then that way we could revisit that one. And then my friend would probably let me borrow the one I gave her for Christmas just so we could add those extra shades in that I talked about. I still have video of it. I just don't remember like which palette it was because she let me do video reels to show you all. But yeah, you say Inslee Rain, Sarah. Do you agree with Sarah Janet about the Inslee Rain and just borrow it from my friend? Because I know she'll let me borrow it because she's let me borrow palettes from her in the past in order to do videos to show you all stuff since she knows I have a channel. So I could borrow, like I said, I don't remember if it's Flutter or if it's the other one. Okay, if I can't borrow, use the Haunted one. Okay. But yeah, so I'm thinking this one. So I'm going to recap real quick, and I'll put this one to the side just in case, like, she's on vacation or something. I can't get it because I want to try to get all these done this week because I have to go on vacation next week. So I won't be here, and I'll have to pre-film some stuff for you all. But so to sum it up, we're using this one for the new Whispers, whatever it's called. I forgot. For Inslee Rain. And then we're using this Inslee Rain for the Cryptine Cosmetics palette. Hey, wannabe. Then we're using this Silent Night from Doodles by the Bunny and Gourmand Girls for the, oh, where do you get to go, Janet? I just get to go to Milwaukee. And then we're using this one for the Timeless palette from Glaminatrix. And then we will use Hudson Valley for the other Glaminatrix palette. I forgot the name of it. It was something about a turd or something. Because remember, it was an April Fool's joke and then people wanted it. So we're going to use this for that palette. And then the last one we have is the Blend Bunny and Jordan Liberty palette for this one. Oh, thank you, Sarah. But yeah, so that's the stack of palettes we have for this week. So we have 5. So I have a palette for every day of the week. So I should have something to overlap into next week. I don't know if we'll have a new makeup release. If we do, it'll be fun. Switzerland. I have never been. But yeah, so those are all the ones we're doing. And then we're putting this one to the side. So just in case my friend is on vacation or I can't get the palette from her in time before I go on vacation. So we'll have a palette to put up. So this will be the backup for the Inslee Rain palette, which is the last one we talked about just in case. Okay, y'all. So that's pretty much all I had for you all. You always wanted a Blend Bunny palette. Which one is your favorite one then? Like out of all the ones they have? Because I have like a top 5 favorite for me. And I think I might have an extra Blend Bunny palette. So shoot me a DM on Instagram and I'll see if I still have the extra one I had. Because I was going to put one in the giveaway. But if you want it, you can have it. It was the... I want to say it was the... What is it? The Prime... I think there's one called Primal, right? The second rainbow palette she did. Where it had like the long pan of black and the long pan of white in it. I think I still have that one. Don't quote me. If I do, you can have it. Yeah, Lure is my favorite too. I like Lure. I like All Done Up. And Beauty Below is okay. But I definitely say Lure and All Done Up are probably my 2 favorite Blend Bunny palettes. Oh, and I liked the second one she came out with the neon colors. I forget the name. Surge. Yeah, that one. So those will probably be like my top 3 of Blend Bunny palettes. And only one of them doesn't exist anymore, thank goodness. She has good quality palettes. It's just like, you know, like she came a long way with the shimmers. And I feel like Lure was really when you finally were like, okay, these shimmers are like, this is what's up. Yeah. But, yeah, so that's all I had to talk to you all about. We got, what is it, 5? Oh, God, sorry. We got 5 palettes and a possible one as well. But, anyway, I'll talk to you all next week in the next video. I'm hoping to get the new Snif fragrance in the mail this week. I don't know if you all saw my community tab post, but they have one called Spray Tan, a body mist that just launched at Ulta today. And you can go pick it up in Ulta stores today or pick it up on Ulta online. It is an Ulta exclusive, so you don't have to worry about going to Snif's website and using my code. You can just go in store and pick it up. She said it's in store today. That's what my PR rep from Snif told me. So she said Sunday you should be able to go in an Ulta store and pick up the fragrance. Is called Spray Tan. So I'm wondering how Dawn is going to feel about it, because I feel like she might be excited because she wanted she got Cocoa Shimmy, and I feel like it's going to be really similar to Cocoa Shimmy, so you might like it if you like Cocoa Shimmy. just based upon the notes they told me that were in it. But I'll talk more about that when it actually shows up in PR. They said they were not gonna send me Sweet Tooth, so I'm gonna have to order that one sometime this week. So that one will be a little bit delayed, but they are sending the body mist over to me, so I should have that hopefully before the end of this week is up, and we can talk about it and compare it to Coco Shimmy. Okay, I'll be gone for real now, guys. Bye. Bye, Janet. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Wannabe. I see you guys